Hi everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're coming from my previous video of my Afterlight unboxing, I am filming on the same day. Same t-shirt. This is the Gracie Abrams tour t-shirt I went to a concert. Sometimes I do recycle and rewear my outfits, and I'm also filming on the same day because my schedule for the next 2 months is going to be packed, so I'm just going to have to squeeze in any given time or free time that I can film. This is May's TBR potentials. I feel like I'm lying to myself and lying to everybody who watches these videos because in the month of April, I'm filming this on the 28th of April. So I still got a couple of days left. Not that much because I'm filming at 11 p.m. at night. I have not read a single TBR book from last month's video, and I was failing the previous 2 months. The only time that I really hit the goal was in January because I have more flexibility back then. It's atrocious. I'm hoping to at least read one book from my previous TBR in the next 2 days so I can feel slightly better. But yeah, April has been a very rough time when it comes to reading because there's something in the air, and it's not just me. Several other people that I follow, they're struggling in April, and if you're struggling, let me know because I know I seem to read a lot, but sometimes I also have my downtime. I've also been like really sick. It took me a couple of days to even get to this point. The last 2 or 3 days I was just in bed lounging. The weekend was gone. I was like bedridden. I had all this time to actually read a book, but I felt so sick that I didn't even want to look at anything. Without further ado, let's actually see what this month's TBR is gonna be and if I'm gonna actually stick to it because I feel horrendous. I've got also a couple of arcs that I have to read on top of it. If you use sticky notes to do your TBR jar, they don't move, so there was no point of me shaking it, but let's see what I can pick. I'm gonna pick out 5 prompts as per usual, and I hope I get a chance to read it. First book is 16. So I have 26 books in 2026 that I like to complete, and I wrote it in my reading journal. So number 16, what could that possibly be? Number 16 is Get a Life. Several of my friends really like The Brown Sisters by Talia Hibbert. Did I say Talia Hibbert previously? I probably didn't. But yeah, number 16 is Get a Life by Chloe. Like, I have the whole set here. It's great. Hold up. Actually, no. I'm actually missing that book. I only have Take a Hint, Danny Brown, and Act Your Age by Eve Brown. Where is my first book of this series? But I'll find it, okay? If not, then my local library has it, but I swear. Like, the whole set is here. I thought that was... My brain is too fried to think that hard at the moment. Second book, what could it possibly be? This one's just sticking out. It's gonna be thrown out. So, okay, second book. Twisted Games by Anna Huang. I didn't even read King of Envy, which is the book that I picked up in the previous month, and now I'm going to try Twisted Games. I have Twisted Lies and Twisted Games is down here. I have the indie copy, which is like the different size from the traditional published books. I need to hunt down the first book because I thought it was just like right there, but now it's actually not. But at least I know Twisted Games is down here, and I'm gonna be surreal. I'm going to be reading it off either Kindle Unlimited or I'm going to borrow from a local library. I have not resubscribed to Kindle Unlimited. I'm not allowing myself to resubscribe to anything until I read a full month's worth of TBR picks, which should not be hard because it's 5 books and I can easily read 5 books. Again, I was sick and I'm also procrastinating. Like, once I start, it's fine. I just need the initial push to start reading a book or else I won't do it. Number 3 is Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone. I don't know if this is a digital book or if it's like a physical, but I think it's a physical copy. It's like somewhere up there. I have a general idea of where my books are located because I'm the one that organizes this mess. It is in series and by authors. As you can tell, it is not like rainbow coded. It looks like a mess. But here is like Hannah Gray's, some Lucy Score. Lucy Score is actually at the back, but this is Lucy Score's recent purchases. But I also have some LMAs. Like, there's an order to this madness. So Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone. Don't know too much about it, but I think it's a physical copy. And then number 4 is Glued Together. Number 4 is The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armez. Again, this one is actually easy to find because all my Elena books are up there except for The Spanish Love Deception. I don't know where it is. This is the second book in the series of like the Spanish Love Deception. So I've had it since like launch date, release date of this book, and it's been a couple of years. The author took a year off from writing, and I still haven't read the book yet. So that's number 4. Last but not least, let's see what lucky number 5 would be. Again, it's like super folded. Okay, I'm gonna pick the first one. That's a number book at the bottom. Number 20. What would number 20 be? Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I've had the whole Addicted series, the Calloway Sisters series, since forever ago. Like, I bought the whole set, never read a single thing. Krista and Becca Ritchie, the twin duo authors, I've had the whole set. Like, I have it on my TBR shelf since 2020 or 2021, so it's been a couple of years. I can finally start the Calloway Sister series. And here are the prompts. I swear to you, well, they're not really prompts, they're just titles of the books. I don't really have an actual prompt where I can like choose. I don't have much of a creative freedom. I'm just gonna have to pick these books off the shelves, and depending on how I feel in the next 10 minutes, it might be the next day, and I might change my shirt by that time. I'm on pain meds, can you tell? Okay, so I have Soul Kiss by Sierra Simone on my Ali Hazelwood Stacks shelf, and this is like my sticker collection. And then I have Addicted to You here, the whole set. I could not fit the whole thing, so I had to slot in these two. But yeah, because of the location of these books, if I move them, the whole thing's gonna topple and I have to clean a lot. So I will be reading Addicted to You, Salt Kiss on my Kindle to save myself the pain and agony of pulling the books out. I also really want to read, I won this in a giveaway, my Ali Hazelwood's collection. Moving down here, I've read Twisted Loves, and the next book in the series would be Twisted Games. And see the size difference, these are traditionally published and this is like indie. I bought these when it was like popping off on TikTok. And this is what I was staring at. I have the 2 books here, but I need the first book of the Brown Sisters, and I'm beginning to wonder where the hell I put it. Again, if I can't find it, I will just borrow it off Kindle Limited. That will give me an excuse to finally resubscribe. I thought that top book was part of the series, but no. I went hunting and I could not find Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. I am delusional, but the only physical book that I could grab without being toppled over, because I am delusional, usually if I'm not in like a foggy state, I will just go and dig through it and grab it and move things around. Trust and believe, I am so like not it, and the dust is making me woozy. Every single time I film these videos, I do vacuum afterwards and I dust and I do everything that I need to do because it's actually good. It forces me to do housework. These books, they collect dust so quickly. I vacuum on a weekly basis and I still feel like it's not enough, and every single time I film these videos I have to do like this and it looks sus on my end. While this is a small house, I cannot be bothered to get up, so trust and believe. Accessible copy that I could grab because it was on the top shelf up there, The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Ahmed, second book in the book that got released after Spanish Love Deception. It's in the same universe. I think this is the cousin of the first FMC from Spanish Love Deception. I've said it so many times now at this point. I've heard very mixed reviews about it, because mainly about the protagonist being not very likable, but alas, I do have this book, so we'll see what happens. I do have the book that comes after this. So I was in a phase of just buying for the sake of buying. I am now suffering the consequences of actually having to read them, because buying books is so fun. I also do enjoy reading books, that's why I buy them, but this jar situation has forced me to face my TBRs and my physical copy collections, because this is a great way to see whether or not you should keep a book or donate it or sell it or whatever it is. I think the dust is finally getting to me. If you enjoyed watching this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say to me. What are you reading the month of May? What is your TBR? Comment, like, subscribe. Give me a hype if you want to spread this video. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I do appreciate it if you stick it to the end and you watched it to this point of my messy ramblings. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!